Welcome, fellow wargamers. This is Gamer1745 here, and we're going to take a first look at a soon-to-be released game, WEGO World War II Stalingrad. But before I get into that, if you're new here, I hope I'm earning your subscription, and everyone, I'm hoping I'm earning the like button for featuring new war games that you may want to play. That's what this is going to be. Now, first, an explanation of the title here and WEGO. WEGO. This is a turn-based game, but unlike a strategic command war plan, so many other games out there, Valor and Victory or whatever. You know, you have your turn, and then the enemy has their turn, and then you have your turn, and then they back and forth. WEGO is both it's turn-based, but both turns happen simultaneously. So you, in essence, issue orders, but as you issue orders, you know, they get issued, and as they're implemented, things change. You know, you order your unit to attack a hill. By the time your unit gets there, the enemy may be reinforced, or they may have left, or you order an attack and they order an attack, so both of your forces are attacking, neither of them are defending. That's where you get WEGO, as you know, set it up in WEGO instead of I go, you go. Now we're going to be playing the introductory scenario, but before I get into that, and I just got this game today, so I am no expert. I will be making 1 or 2 tutorials on it at least. So again, might be a reason to subscribe. But I want to, before we get into it, we can go in new AI game. You can also do hot seat or multiplayer. Multiplayer would be, you know, 2 people playing at the same time, where hot seat, if you're not familiar, is that you would set your orders up, they would set their orders up, and email them to each other in a way, and I don't know specifically how it's working. I'm used to hot seat kind of thing for regular turn-based things, but I don't know how that will work. But we're going to do a new AI opponent here, and what I wanted to do is, there is the campaign game here, and you can see there's 4 scenarios here there's multiple scenarios within these 4 basic areas for the campaign game, set up at different time points, or you can just play all of the scenarios. I'm presuming with the campaign is like I say, just got it today and haven't really dug terribly deep into this yet. The outcome of one battle will affect the next. But so there's a lot here for you to play. Just even though we're going to be taking a look at something fairly simple here. I have played through the tutorial once, so we're not going to do a detailed look at the tutorial, but just sort of get a look and feel. Okay, so this is the setup phase here. Based on the, this is a fictional encounter, WEGO Stalingrad. I don't know if there's, other than being more victorious than the enemy, really a victory or loss here. So let's close this here. Okay, this river is unpassable. This is a bridging unit here. I am not sure, like I say, yet how to deploy it. Unit dug in, right? Not sure. Not that it matters terribly much at the moment, but so what we want to do here is these are your sort of off-map elements up here, and we have Recon. So we want to say, well, yeah, right about here. That will get us some Recon. Let us know what's coming. exit this. Also, if you hit I here, okay, well, it's not showing us in the setup phase. Definitely will later on. And so you can just drop and drag these here. Oh, that bridge is down, so you can't get. Okay, we can still be a little closer there to the X there. Maybe that gets to be built. Okay, so we'll set that up over here. We'll move this engineering unit. Let's try that. Okay, so this is just the setup. The green area is just where you can set up. So proceed to next turn. Yes, so we're leaving this setup. So tutorial, okay. So now what you do here is, this is the planning phase. So when I do this, he hasn't moved here. It's just I've given him orders to go to here. And oh, well, we should maybe be able to do this. Okay, well, you see, just don't hold it down. Yeah, gamer. Okay, so the darker the green, the better the reconnaissance is. So aerial reconnaissance is sort of shown this out here. Doesn't appear to be any units. Doesn't appear to be any units here. So we don't quite have linkage here, but because I played this before, I sorted it out. Unless it changes each time you play it, I don't know where the enemy is. So you can move up here with relative confidence, and you can see where you can see, just so that you have that. We're going to move him up to there. Let's see, is that? No. I don't know. Now up, just quickly here, the first number is attack. The second number, on these three down in the bottom here, the second number is defense. The third number is movement, just to give you an idea. Also, up in the upper corner here, this one is stacking limitations. How much, I think you can have up to 8 in a hex. I could be wrong on that one. I will look some other time when I make a tutorial. So that how big a unit is affecting how they can stack. Now, we do have attack options, but obviously we don't have any targets, so we're not going to use that this turn. So we're going to push up here. Oh, and you need to hit the play button. So this sort of plays through the execution of the various phases. During this, you don't get to affect anything. You just watch. And I present these games just so you know that they're out there, what they're like, if there's something you might want to be getting and playing. Okay, so basically artillery, at the sort of planning phase here, what you would do is hover over it, hit R, and you get that green area. Those would be areas that you can bombard. You can bombard any of these hexes, whether you see a unit there or not. If you're setting up artillery barrage, you cannot move. There. I just sort of know that this is basically empty. Move you up to there too. Bridge. This might be crossable here. I'm not sure. Again, I will be looking into things a little more detailed. Take this very much to be a first look. So this is your divisional HQ, where this is your core HQ. We'll move that up to there. We'll move this to here. That's your supply. Base and reconnaissance. Okay, we'll recon out there. We do have more assets. We're not going to use them. So we play the turn. You can, like, hit fast forward, but I'm just sort of wanting to be able to be seen here. Soviets have made it to some of their objective hexes. It's looking like. So we've executed this. Proceed to next. Readiness measures shows how fresh a unit is. You reduce by action, moving, attacking. Low readiness, effectiveness units. And I will make a video on the counters, talk about what each one of these. The upper left one is air defense, I believe, that is stacking. So we have made it to here. Is there, because we can again see here, but I think some of these are hills, and I think they are, at least. Maybe not. Looked like it to me. Not tutorial. Not AI assist. Looking to see if there's a show at the province. Looks like. Well, we're going to move down to here. Here. hopefully get down here in time to secure that. And so you can see here, like, oh, hey, you know, just what would be your artillery range to see if this is where you want to leave the unit. These down this way. I think we may leave that there. Okay, so our aerial reconnaissance had looked down there. I guess they spotted that. Is what that's not a. I guess it's supposed to be a unit. It's not well seen. Not an objective hex. Let's move to there. And similarly, let's recon here. There we go. So we have some anti-tank guns and some infantry up here holding this bridge. We're down here. And we're going to get some tanks in to help hold down there. Okay, so we're spotting what looks to be T-34s. In brigade strength. No, sorry, in battalion strength. Just said that wrong. In battalion strength. I think I'd auto have it normal speed, and then you could speed it up or pause it if you wished. Now this build is a pre-release build. It's not even version 1. So things are subject to change, I'm sure. Probably not in major ways at this point, but they're moving up on us while we're moving some of these forces in. Yes, next phase. Okay, movement orders. Move and defend. Move and attack. Road movement must have supply. Units unit is subject to ambush, so you can be ambushed. So you can specify movement types. I guess we'll just have that one, and we'll move it down to here to keep the sort of armored forces there together. Now here, they're just outside of range of that unit. Damn, I'd love to have started with a nice artillery barrage. Over here and look at air again. Let's reconnaissance out here again. And air attack. Now, currently we have some BF 109 4F attack defense. Here we have, and I don't know what which are ground attack values. Yeah, probably need to look into that. Now here are some proper ground attack Ju-88s and some Bf-110s, which probably also mildly decent at ground attack. Well, let's strike here just for the fun of it as well. Yeah, I think we will. Like I said, this is my first day playing this. I know, making excuses for not knowing everything, I know. So now with better intelligence, we think that's like attack of 4, defense of 5, and not sure how far it can move this turn. Oh, I got hit. Their attack, full strength. Bottom and HQ up here. Low infantry of the enemy. And that would be the core HQ, presumably. Okay, tutorial shock. Shock is one of the most important aspects of the game. Army units usually have a shock of 4, which means an army unit can hit or can shift the odds of an attack by 4, i.e. 1-1 becomes a 5-1. Shock shifts the odds of an attack by the shock value. Shock is the maximum shock value of units. Okay, a unit or on a unit details means that this unit has shock. A unit details means that she has no shock. Okay, so when they say that up here, unit details here and here would be shock. Shock. Armor shock 0. Shock 4. Right, well now we have some artillery here. Okay, these are the 105 millimeter guns. Here, these are the 150 millimeter guns. Now I'm going to put those also on the armor. These 105 will put on the infantry there as it approaches. Really sort of planning on having them run away. We can do some logistics. I don't know if there's much we need to do at the moment. So we're putting them Unit recon, you obviously can do this, but the big thing on the map is, again, being able to hit I here to see where we can see. So obviously units could be moving through here right now. So what we probably should do is move you down by 1 so that that will at least be yellow, so we'll see what's coming that way. Down here, they're sitting up here. You can see what's coming that way and have some idea of reacting to it. Our reconnaissance. I want to recon out in here just to see if there's anything down there and attack. Let's use you on the trucks. We're going to hit that truck unit hard. Yeah, you can get rid of the pop-up dialogues. I just haven't yet. Keep breathing to hit that. And you can, of course, zoom in and out. Just I'm using the mouse scroll wheel. Oh, we see an HQ unit back here. And now they're coming up after the artillery barrage. I do believe they're moving up here. Since they were given orders to move up and attack, we were obviously defending there instead of moving or attacking or whatever. Moving odds 1 to 4, it looks like. Density low, integrity 90. And defenders held. Now we're getting a lot of forces coming in. They've seen these guys up here. We're going to probably bring them back. Air units. Yeah, if it just goes fully green, you've used all your air unit potential. But as you can see, generally speaking, the reconnaissance stays around. These guys will need to go back at some point and rearm. You know, I don't really know their airspeed turnaround time. And then get us a look there. Counter air would be nice. Here and here. Since we have them in a concentrated spot, you can put so let's do that here. This unit here we're going to hold it over here. Instead of attacking, we're going to assign this artillery as to help defend this unit, or this, yeah. So they're going to defend here. Now here, keep remembering to do that. We're going to, because I'm guessing there's going to be a pincer movement here, so we're going to do an artillery barrage with our heaviest artillery pieces, which are most likely, in my opinion, I haven't looked at all the stats, but most likely to do the damage to tanks. That's at least somewhat standard. Right? I think. Other bombardment, artillery bombardment. Okay, so they're attacking, so these guys are using their artillery as in the defense here. Yes, sort of called it, and then it's a two-pronged attack. Backing there again. More. Okay, off-map assets. You might have, naval assets for offshore bombardment or sign ground. Intel units can be ordered to gather intel. Command units can be ordered to affect battles. Such missions shift the odds. The same way ground support and special events conduct counter air missions. So here, if we want to do command, and we can select this unit here, which, and tank and infantry coordination. Okay, so if we wanted to do tank and infantry coordination or main effort, delay 2 turns. That's interesting. Turns of duty. This asset can add replacement supplies. So maybe we will do here the unit that has been hit. We'll do that. For them to move to there, which could. Okay. Here, in an R. Don't keep holding it, gamer. Defend there. You guys should move up there. Air assets. Let's reconnaissance over here. Attack options, we have counter air, which that's what they're doing. So if there's any air attacks, they're going to come in and intercept them. Let's do it since we haven't attacked this unit. Let's do it. Attack there. Gives us green up here, meaning we're using all that we can. We're going to hit that. Fuck the unit, I don't know. You infantry is helping the defense. These guys are coming in to attack. Defender retreats 1 hex, so I guess we... Yeah, they took a much heavier hit than we did. Wow, okay. Anti-tank guns. See, they had to tell that anti-tank gun to move up before we moved our reconnaissance down to attack this HQ. Much more losses, or more morale losses. Not proceeding here. They lost 3 tanks and 6% morale losses. We lost 3% morale, 1 tank and 9 infantrymen here in this bombardment. And I think it's that morale, that the heart may also be sort of readiness, because we were bombarding, so I guess that can be there. But before the attack, they lost 1% in readiness, morale, whatever. I gotta look that up. And 1 tank, so being weakened. So basically, we've looked at a lot of what you do with the game on the most basic levels, just to give you an idea here of what the game is like. What I want to do here is exit, which is just exiting. Here, we're going to play the game, new AI game. Let's see, scenario. Yeah, I've sort of played a little bit of this. I'm going to switch over to the Axis side. Now we're just going to hit, and this is supposed to be, force level low, complexity low, advantage balance. Now you can give advantages to or disadvantages to the AI if you wish. Talks about what's going on here. Axis victory hexes are on this side. Allied victory hexes are on this side, so they're not quite the same. We'll control that, and so we're going to come here. So more historical, some of the stuff is, I think, just repeating here. And so this, just to give you sort of an idea of complexity low, you have the different areas. These areas are, the different colored areas are for the different deployment areas for the different units, meaning like you can shift this unit here, shift this unit up here, kind of thing, or whatever you want within the colored area. You can't shift these units somewhere here. Not sure fixed what that means, whether that means you can't move them. Not absolutely certain what fixed means in this context. And you can see here some are set up as sort of regiments, and this regiment is in essence or down as battalions. So you can you can create a front line, if you will, with them, spread them out a bit more. Again, attack, defend, move. Those, just to give you an idea. And so down here, we have a full regiment. Down here, don't know why it starts here, not right at the bridge. Don't know, but just to give you sort of an idea of, leave setup, and you go proceed to the first turn, and you can see what you sort of see at the first turn to just give you an idea of what this is. I hope this has been interesting. Like I say, I hope I've earned your subscription if you haven't already. Earned the like button. Let me know what you think of the game. I know it isn't the most high-tech on user interface or graphic style, but it does seem to be a pretty decent, going into reasonable detail, and the strength is down to numbers of tanks and infantry or whatever, not just is counter on map or off map or whatever. So it's a little more detailed than that. So I think it's pretty cool. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Thanks so much, everyone. See you next time for more, yes, even more historical gaming.